So,
Why is it a black screen?
because
Yeah. You have to slide on the top of your screen. There's a very unnoticeable little flap in the middle. What exactly where is it showing you that just slide it so your camera is on. Your camera is off.
got it.
Okay, slide it. Just put your finger in the middle of this top screen. There you go. Got it. Now we see you.
Okay, let's try it. Whew. A little stressful getting started.
I'll adjust the camera.
I think it's fine, honey. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, let's start. Are we on Wi-Fi or are we on your phone? Hotspot?
I'm hotspot.
Okay. Yeah, we had trouble with the Wi-Fi, so we did a hotspot. Hopefully it works. Okay, one more big deep breath. Now fold all the way down. Let your head go, relax the upper body. Really try to unweight as much as you can. Your lower back should feel a nice big stretch and the back of the legs. Okay, bring your hands above the knees, come back up. Sweep the arms all the way up. And go all the way back down again. Make sure you're pushing your hips backwards. And let's weight into the back of the feet. Now you're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. If you can, straighten out your legs. Hands above the knees, come back up to standing. One more time through. Sweep up and swan dive it down. Let the head go, unweight the body. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Hands above the knees, come back up. Take the right arm only this time. Sweep it straight up to the ceiling and then over a little bit. And then let's do the same on the opposite side. Nice. One more time on each side. And left arm. Nice. Now, make a fist, pull the elbows back. You're just going to come halfway down. And let's get the belly waking up and starting to work. So you want to be bringing it up towards the spine. Crowd out your chest. And while you fold down, try to still keep your hips back and the weight in your heels. We're going to do one more. Now relax the arms, let them dangle, and then they're going to come out to the side. And then relax and lift. And we're just going to do this 5 times, waking up your upper back a little bit. Really try to work them away from the body and get them nice and high. Last one. Now come back up to standing. Sweep the arms backwards. Your palms are facing the floor. And now flip them. And just keep oscillating between the two. So when you're turning them backwards, try to move them backwards at the same time. Couple more. Nice. Now flip them up and sweep them up. Make a Y, so keep them nice and wide. And you want to be pulling the shoulders apart here. Take your gaze, look up. And now from here, let the arms come down and sweep them back behind you. So you're really crowding out the chest. Rotate the palms to face forward. And then sweep them back up. When they're up, your palms are facing each other. And take them back. Lift them as high as you can back there. So you feel a nice pinch between the shoulder blades. Sweep up. Keep them wide. Nice. Now bring them back parallel to the floor. Move them back, palms face down. Now flip the palms. Now take them behind you and corkscrew the hands. So you're just gonna oscillate between the palms facing forward and back. Keep the arms really long here, that's important. Okay, relax. Just sort of sway side to side. Some good blood flow back into these arms. Okay, you're gonna take your hands to your quads and you're just gonna slide them down your legs till they get to the floor. And now you're gonna take baby steps with the hands and walk out to a plank. Hold this plank, lift your left leg, and then lift the right. So it becomes a walking plank. You'll do this a few more times. Now let's bring it into a downward facing dog. We're going to warm up our feet and our calves and our shins. So drive the heels to the floor and then get nice and high on the toes. Keep pushing the heels down as much as you can. Now we're going to hold them down and you're just going to pedal the feet. So you're bending at the knee. Should feel good. Get a little more depth, a little deeper stretch. Hold one side down. And then switch, hold the other. And come nice and high on the toes. Drift your shoulders forward so they're over the wrists. Step your feet into bear. So your knees are about 1 inch off the floor. Now pick the left foot up and then the right. Walking bear. Follow out that belly. Make sure you haven't dropped your face. You want to keep your neck nice and long. Let's do a few more. Now put the knees down, round the back, look at the knees. Big stretch. Now fall into those shoulders, take your gaze forward. Big arch in the back. Do it again. Round and release. And last one. Come to a neutral spine. Come off the knees, walk the hands all the way back so you're in that full fold again. Let the head go. Cross the arms at the elbows. Unweight the upper body. Big deep breaths, really trying to expand through the rib cage. Nice, hands above the knees. Come all the way back up to standing. Ooh, there's Anne. Good morning. Okay, your warm-up is done. We're going to start with some lateral lunges. We're going to hold 2 heavy weights at your chest or 1, whatever you prefer. So you're going to face one side of your room, pick a side, any side.
I'm not choosing sides.
So here we go. Spread those feet, not as wide as you could possibly do it. You're going to go that way. I'm going to go this way.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Lunge right. Come back up and do the same left. So we're trying to really get some good depth without really taking that upper body and folding it down.
And explore the range of motion.
You want to bend through the knee, keeping the weight backwards. Nice, keep it going. Now, if you've got 2 weights in your hands, you're holding them at the shoulder, right? That's probably the easiest way to hold it. We'll just do about 4 or 5 more. Just because we're getting the hang of things. Work your best range as we finish off this exercise, and 3 more. Try to get as much depth as possible. 1 more. Nice. Okay, put the weight down. Woo. Great job. We're transitioning into a forward lunge. So one weight in the right hand. Take yourself to the back of the mat. You're going to step forward, a big step forward. You're going to come down with this weight to the floor with your spine long. Come back up, push off, you're back to your standing position. We're going to work one side only. So you've got the weight in the right hand, left leg comes forward. Give me that nice reach, push off, come back to standing. So here we go, step, fold it down, push off. You might feel your heart rate getting up a little bit, which is okay. And you manage how big your step is. So you're bending that front knee to get that weight down to the floor. We're going to do 6 more here, and then we'll take a tiny break before we switch over to the other side. Lots of power coming in that push. Make sure you get that foot going all the way back beside the other one. 2 more. And then last one. Okay. Whew, little break. Sean's like looking at me like, break? You need a break? Let's go. Okay. So, right leg's coming forward. You have the weight in the left hand. Lean in, push back off. Try to keep your feet facing straight forward when you land it. Whoops. Spine stays long, right? We're not rounding the back to get the weight low. You're hip hinging. Your spine is nice and long. 4 more. Oh. 3. Woohoo. 2. And done. Okay. Nice. Sumos. So
Sumo's what?
1 or 2 weight. I'm going to use 1. I'm going to hold it here at my chest. Take the feet, the width of the mat. Your regular sumo. Come down. Squeeze as you come up. And again, this is all about bending the legs. It's not about leaning forward to get low. So, face should stay up. And work a really big range if you can. Sort of test, explore. That's a good word. Explore and see what range you can come up with. We are going to get into these arms, I promise. But this is good. It's working your back. It's working your core. Keep that belly in. Nice. We have 6 to go. Hang tight. You got this. Now, please tell me you're wading into those heels, right? Okay. Almost done.
6.
There we go. That's 6. Sorry, I have the sniffles. Allergies. Okay. So now we're going to do, I'm still sticking with my 1 weight. Transfer it over to the right hand. We're going to do a squat to a press. So squat, press. Okay, the weight's gonna stay at the shoulder. It's not coming down to the floor. You really need to use your core here to offset the weight. So keep everything nice and tight. Get down low, press up. Again, explore the range possibilities as best you can. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. A little break. Then we got the other side. After this, we're going to come down to the floor. We're going to do 15 push-ups. So start psyching yourself up for that. Here we go. Squat, whoops. Shoulder the weight. You're exhaling out as the weight goes up, right? Three more. 3, 2, and done. Okay. Shake out your arms. Meet me down on the floor and just get done 15. Let's go. Okay. Oh, how fun was that? Don't get up, Sean. Oh, we're staying down. We're going to bridge it up with that same heavy weight. So here we go. The weight's just going to rest on your hips, adding to the hardness of the exercise. This is core and butt at its best. So you're in a bridge. Walk your feet as close to your butt as you can get them and keep them hip width. Now, before we start, we're going to roll the pelvis up so your lower back hits the floor, and then we're going to roll it forward. You're not lifting, you're just rolling forward and back, just to prime the body for what's yet to come. Let's do a few more. Should feel really good. I love doing this. Okay, now make that lower back connection to the floor. You're going to peel up slowly. So you're going to lift those hips up as high as you can, coming off the back with as neutral as the spine as you can, maybe at the top. Hold here. Now we're going to challenge the inner thighs a little bit. So you're not going to move your feet. You're just going to bring the knees in towards each other, squeeze them, and then release. Squeeze and release. So it's really slow and deliberate. Keep the butt up, don't let it droop. And you want to be hollowing out the stomach here. Squeeze nice and tight before you let it go. We're going to add a few add-ons here. A pulse and a hold, but you have 6 more nice and slow before we get there. Try to keep the arms off the floor so you're really putting that weight into your hips. Hopefully you're feeling this now. The outside of those butt cheeks. So squeeze it in. And now open an inch, close an inch. So you've really limited the range here. You're just squeezing and releasing. Oh yes, they're talking to you. Hopefully. Hang in there. If you need to modify, it's taking the weight off your hips and keep squeezing and releasing. You have 8 more, and then we're going to hold them into each other to finish this off. Take your mind somewhere else. This is so good for us. 3, 2, now hold it in. Squeeze your knees with all your might. Count to 10 really slowly. And you're going to go up and down with your hips, working the full range with your knees hip width apart. In 3, and 2, and 1. Open the knees, lower the butt, 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll that pelvis down again if it came away from the floor. Roll back up. It should feel good through your upper back. It's almost like a little reprieve from what we were just doing. But at the top of the move, I want you to really be squeezing as hard as you can. So they're still talking to you. Now we're going to do 3 more, and then we're going to meet at the top. But before we get to the top, we're going to get rid of the weight. 2 more with the weight. Last one with the weight. Take the hips down, get rid of the weight. Put it off to the side, come back up, roll back up. Now pick your right foot up and extend that leg out nice and straight. Both your thighs are at the same height. Just hold. You're just going to try to kill out that left side. We're going to hold, then we're going to pulse the leg. Then we're going to lift and lower the leg. And then you're going to just be done with that left glute. Pulse the leg up and down. Just adds a little oomph to that feeling you already have going on. Quiet the leg, lower the butt, lift it. Work as a full range here. 8, 7, 6, 5. You can do it. 4, 3, 2, and done. OMG. Bring those knees into the chest. Whew, how good does that feel? The good news is we get to do the other side.
That's not good news.
Okay, before we go to the other side, extend the right leg all the way down along the floor and just hug that left knee in into the chest. Nice job. Bring that right knee back in again. Come back into the bridge with your feet close to your butt, as close as you can get them. Roll the pelvis down. So you got that back connection to the floor. Bridge it up. Hollow out the belly in this bridge, right? You got to press it down. Even though you think, oh, gravity's doing it for me. No, I don't want gravity to do it for you. I want you to do it. Extend the left leg out. Try to keep everything nice and square. Up and down with that left leg.
Yeah.
Hold it straight. Lower your butt and lift. And lower. The leg stays out there and lift. Big squeeze at the top each time. Nice job. You have 5 more to do. Hold it up. Put the left foot down. Roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Now let's do these pelvic tilts. Roll the pelvis forward and then tilt it back. 4 more times. Roll it forward. You're hollowing up the belly. Tilt it. Last 3. And 2. Last 1. Extend the legs all the way down along the floor. Take the arms all the way back. Pull your right knee into the chest. Hug it in nice and close. Great job. Okay, extend both legs back down. Arms start out behind you. You're going to start to move them forward. You're going to lift the head off the floor. You're going to tuck that chin. Before you start to come all the way up, make sure you're pressing the belly down. Dive between the legs. Nice little stretch here for your low back. Just breathe. Okay, flip it around and give me 10 push-ups. Let's go. Nice job. Whenever you're done your 10 push-ups, you're going to meet me. We're going to get into a side plank. So I'm going to have my legs to the front. I folded my mat over behind me, so it's a little cushier. I'm going to start out with my legs bent. My left hand on my hip. We're going to vary this movement. So easing into it. Try not to collapse through the right shoulder. Now lift up and lower. So I want you to release the momentum. Lift up and lower. Keep the belly pulling in. 3 more. And then when we lift up, we're going to lift the knee at the same time. And now lift the leg. So the leg's going to stay bent. You're just going to lift it up as the hips come up. We're just going to do 5. Now, this time when we come up, we're going to extend the leg out straight. So lift up, straighten the leg, push it out there, and then come back down for a nice little relax. Back up and down and lift and lower. You have 2 more. Up, make sure you're lifting those hips as high as you can every time. Great job. Okay, now straighten out the legs. Your feet are still stacked. You got heels, hip and shoulder in a straight line. Lift the hips up. Regular side plank. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Nice job. Flip it around to the other side. Bend those legs. Fold up that mat. Oh, it's hot. I'm sweating. Hand on your hip. Let's go. Lift up and lower. Lift up and down. Really try to challenge your range of motion. 2 more. And then the leg's going to come up too. Okay, here we go. Leg's going to stay bent. Just lift up and lower down. Working into the top of that hip a little bit. Couple more, then we're going to go to that straight leg. Okay, take that leg out straight this time when you lift up and lower down. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. Side plank. Lift up, legs are straight, just hold. 5, 4, lift higher, 3, 2, and done. Okay, that's enough torture. Let's give ourselves a bit of love after that. Take it all the way down. Come into that nice full body stretch. Point the toes. Great job. We're going to come up and do a little calf work. We haven't done that in a while. Really important to keep our ankles and calves fit. So let's do it. Bring the arms up, lift the head, tuck the chin, come up Pilates style, dive between the legs. Hang out here for a breath or two. And then we're going to meet standing up with some heavy weights. So let's go. Get her done. Come on up. Oh boy. It's a hot one. Now, 2 weights. The heaviest ones you have, you're just going to be holding them.
That's it, just holding them.
Just holding them, easy peasy. So take a look at your feet. You want them nice and straight. Up on the toes and down. So it might take you a few before you can really bring a steady, consistent pace. Pick a spot, focus, but keep really good posture. So don't let the shoulders droop because you got these heavy weights in your hands. Maybe even lift them up a little bit. Sean's just switched up the angle.
Externally rotated them so the shoulders are back.
You can externally rotate them. It really makes you feel like your shoulders are back and you've proud out your chest. Okay, so bring a little pause to this at the top if you can. So up, pause, and then lower. Up, little pause, it doesn't have to be for long. Just switching it up. Makes the ankles have to do a little bit more work. Should feel good on the pad of the foot. Okay, now up and hold. If you can, try it. 5, get higher. 4, 3, 2, and done. We're going right into deadlifts. With your spine remaining long, fold it down. So it's a hip hinge. Legs stay straight, up and down, nothing crazy. Now, if you need to take a break for your fingers, put the weights down, do a few without them, and then pick them back up. We're going to do 8 more, nice and slow. You can switch up your angle with these. Squeeze your butt when you lift up and push it back when you go down. 5 more. Okay, put the weights down. We're going to incorporate, shake out your hands. Little balance challenge. So torso twist, hand going down to the outside of your left leg. Got it? So this leg is going to come right off the floor. I'm going to kick it back. I'm going to take my right hand, take it down to the outside of my standing leg. So I'm twisting my torso on the way down. Your left hand can be nice and long in the back. So try not to just have it floating. Have those muscles in that arm really long and straight and engaged. That's what helps you balance. The more muscle you can bring to the party, the better. We're doing 3 more and then we switch right over to the other side, no break. Keep it smooth. Got to control the movement. Okay. Other side. Let's go. Right into it. Make sure you're giving a decent twist, right? Because that's what challenges your balance. So you don't want to make it easy for you. You actually want to make it hard for yourself. Even if you fall off, that's okay. Make sure you're not positioning that hand too far in front of the foot. You want to keep the weight into the leg. So your hand should go down just to the outside. Try not to get it way in front. You could push it out more, which would make it more challenging. Okay, here are your last two. Enough frustration for one day, right? Last one. Nice. Okay, come back down. Give me 5 push-ups. And then we're going to meet in a low forearm plank. So 5 good ones. So get right into that forearm plank. I want you to bring your feet together. Your elbows are under the shoulders, right? Now, if you want it harder, move them in front of the shoulders. But we're going to lift our hips up a little bit and then drop them on the right side. Lift back up, take them to the left. Keep your feet quiet. It's just a hip dip from side to side. Keep the belly pushing up and in. You have 4 more seconds. Okay, come on back up. We're going to do some lateral arm raises, couple of stretches, and then we're out of here. Get to start your day. So no squat to begin, just lateral arm raise. Whatever weight you can handle, lift up, keep the arms nice and long. None of this like swinging, right? We're not swinging, we're lifting weights. Keep the wrists nice and neutral. You can do a little forward lean if you like. Whoops. Make sure you don't hit the furniture. Or more if you can. You could do one side at a time.
Good, but my muscles are bleeding. So.
Okay, that's it. Tricep kickbacks. Then that's it. Sorry, I lied. Quickly, let's go. We got to move. So hinge forward, take the arms back straight behind you. Get these triceps in. Keep your chest proud and your shoulders retracting and your elbows up, right? Try to do as many as you can. Don't over squeeze. Try not to swing. I'm going to try to get in another 5. Okay. Oh. Shake out the arms. Sweaty.
Yeah.
Okay, pyramid stretch first. Left foot forward, right leg back. Take a look at your feet. Let's get them straight. And let's make sure both heels are down and both legs are straight. Once we got that going on, slide it down, keep your spine long. So we're sort of breaking this up into two stretches. We're going to hang here with a long spine first. Hands can be on your shin or the floor if you can reach without rounding the back. Keep that front leg nice and straight. Okay, now we're going to round the spine, drop the head, unweight your entire torso. Don't even put any weight into your hands. Just sort of let that torso dangle over that leg. That's going to give you the best stretch. Now from here, extend to that flat back again. I want you to lift your toes up and lower them and lift up. You're just doing this on your front leg. Up and down. Two more. Okay, now using your core, get back up, right, upright. Step your back foot in and we're going to switch. So make sure, got a little bit of distance between the legs so you feel stable. Take it down, but keep your spine long. This is the first stage. Fingers on the floor if you can reach. Now we're going to fold over that leg. Let it go. Just breathe. Now inhale and extend to a flat back. Put your hands wherever you need to. Toes up on that right foot and lower back down. Keep oscillating between the 2 points. Keep that back heel down on the floor. Probably feeling this in your shin. Feel it 2 more times. Nice job. Hands down, step back plank. And from here, we're going to go right into pigeon with the right foot coming forward. Slide that left leg back. Lower those hips. Now you can stay on your forearms if that feels comfortable, or you can stretch it all the way out. I kind of like to do this in 2 phases as well. So giving my hips a little bit of time to settle in. Oxygen is always a good idea. And once you've got that settled in, if you want to extend out, go ahead, relax the forehead. Okay, come back onto those forearms. Tuck the toes under on your back foot if you are on the top of that foot. Bring your hands back to the floor, step back plank. Now we're going to do the same on the left leg. So bring it up, slide the right leg back. Just go easy to start. And if you want to stretch it all the way down, go for it. Okay, back up to the forearms, then the hands, back to your plank. Let's just all meet in a downward facing dog. Drive both heels to the floor. Make sure you're not pulling your head too far through those arms. You want to be able to see them. Let's just hold here, 5 big, huge breaths. Now from here, we're just gonna walk our feet forward with baby steps. Try to keep your legs straight. See how far you can get, how close you can get to those hands. Let's fold the arms at the elbows. Unweight the body. Feel the flexibility you gain just from creating all this movement. Take your hands above the knees, come all the way back up to standing. Take one big deep breath. Reach your arms all the way up. Try to lift out of your hips. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. High five. Good job, guys. Whew.